Hey, everybody, and welcome to week 4 of our class of comparative politics here at Rasmussen College. As I said before, it's a quick class, so we are moving right along. And last week we finished a big week. I will be grading both the thesis outlines and the paper on Germany here today and tomorrow. So if you don't get anything back today, expect it tomorrow. I'll be working on the thesis and outlines first, and then the Power of Union paper next. So I hope to get all the thesis and outlines back where you guys can keep working on your main project today. And hopefully you'll get the Power of we should get the Power of Union papers back tomorrow on the German unification. So very busy week last week, guys. So hopefully everybody got everything in and had a good week. This week we're moving into other parts of the world. We have looked at mostly of Europe and Russia being part Europe, part Asia. So this week we're looking at rising powers. So our primary focus of our nations this week is going to be on India and China. India is going to be a very interesting topic, guys. We're going to be talking about the caste system, the CASTE, it's spelled CASTE, and how it stratified India society in terms of being born into various classes and your rank in society and the hierarchy of society, and how the government has moved to eliminate the caste system and is trying to become more of a democratic nation and move away from the socialist past that India has been founded in since independence. So should be an interesting topic on India. We'll talk about India as a rising power and how India is trying to attract a lot of foreign business and trying to attract different types of industries into India. What's very interesting about India, too, is India is the second largest population in the world right now, but does not have the birth restrictions that China does. And also, India should be growing India is growing at a fast rate and probably will be the most populous nation on the face of the planet within the coming decades. So one interesting part about this is as much reform as the government is doing, as much effort as India is trying to do to attract jobs, it's only making a small dent in the employment section in India because there's just so much of a population. So you'll have a lot of industries and people with educations working in the main cities, but you also have a lot of rural areas and farming areas. So it'll be a very interesting discussion this week on India. We'll also look at India and its relationship with Pakistan and the Kashmir region, and how the two nations have really engaged in hostilities for decades on end, and how they've almost gone to war several times over Kashmir. So we'll be talking about India and its neighbors and the way it reacts in the world. Of course, guys, we looked at China a little bit in week 1, so we're going back to look at China again this week and talk about China as a rising power. Keep your eyes on China as you guys become more aware of political events and maybe hopefully are watching more of the news and looking at different things in international politics. Issues going on in the South China Sea. China's building islands in the South China Sea to make them more territorial waters than international waters. There's always the issue of China and Taiwan. Of course, Taiwan is the breakaway island where the nationalist government fled after the Communist Revolution, and the United States has stated it will always defend Taiwan against all aggressors, including China. And we'll talk again about China rising economically, and we'll look at the modern current events going on too between China and the United States and the trade war and tariffs and what the future implications are going to be in terms of globalization in the world market based on these ongoing trade disputes between the United States and China, and what the possible outcomes of those trade wars and tariffs are going to be. So a very interesting week, guys. Remember, we have our live classroom tomorrow night, Tuesday night from 7 to 8. So hopefully see somebody there. I didn't see anybody there last week, so hopefully get some students in tomorrow night. Reminder, too, we do have a paper on India this week. It is due by the end of the day this coming Sunday, July 29th. And remember, too, if you don't make the seminar tomorrow night, you must answer the poll question correctly by the end of the day, July 29th. Initial postings are due by the end of the day tomorrow on Tuesday. Reply postings are due by the end of the day on Friday. So a very busy week again here with our class on comparative politics at Rasmussen College, guys. Remember, you can text, email, or call me if you need anything. And I hope to see you guys on our discussion board and in class tomorrow night. So have a great week, everybody.